Hello, welcome to Central Florida Salute YouTube. I am Bob Peters, host of Central Florida Salute, and I have the honor of having a Navy veteran with me who's got a very special gift coming to you today, and I know you're excited about it.
Much.
Chris Bowman, correct?
Bowden.
I knew that. I just wanted to see if you knew that. Chris Bowden.
There you go.
We just met a little while ago. I talked to Marie Balkanoff about the event going on today. They're having a fundraiser here with the Neil Diamond impersonator, and she told me about you and about the special presentation. But I'd like people to know a little bit about you. You said you were in the United States Navy.
Yes. I was in the service in the United States Navy from 1975 to 1978 active duty, and then I did the reserves and a MIUW unit till 1984.
What is MIUW?
It is mobile inshore undersea warfare.
That's correct.
We tracked ground movement, sea movement, and radar.
And you were on the aircraft carrier?
Yes. I was on the USS John F. Kennedy, CV-67. They decommissioned her several years ago, but they now are building a brand new nuclear power Kennedy.
Yeah, I was on the Yorktown, one of the model Yorktowns, because the first Yorktown they sunk, and then they built another one during World War II, and that was big. And I can just imagine how big that aircraft carrier was.
18 stories above water and 8 stories below water.
Wow. Wow.
Quarter mile, or 4 football fields of flight deck and 2 football fields of hangar bay.
That's an awful lot of ship.
We could cruise at 25 knots. That's what we cruised at to launch aircraft. We had F-14 Tomcats, A-7 fighter jets, prowlers, helicopters. We also had, I can't remember what the designation was, but it was an aircraft that could jam radar. It had the capability of shutting down a whole city.
Yeah, you, from what I read about you, you worked on the lights, or you're basically an electrician?
Yeah, I was an electrician's mate. I worked on during flight ops, the jets, when they came into recovery, their hooks on the back of the jet would catch the lights and pull them up out of the deck. And after the deck was cleared, I'd have to go out there, retap the holes, put the new lights in. I also worked in Fly, where the air boss sat. He was like the air traffic control center. And he would tell me what percentage of lights he wanted on the deck. I could make the deck look like daytime.
Wow.
We had, I don't remember how many exactly, but they were all 1,000-watt mercury vapor lights. And I'm also qualified in the generator systems on board the ship.
After you're an electrician, you did what aboard ship?
They moved me from the flight deck down to the battery locker, and from that point, I was in charge of all the batteries on the battery-operated fork trucks that moved weapons. I was in charge of the batteries and the starters and stuff on all the Liberty boats. When we pulled into port, a carrier that size couldn't pull up to a pier most of the time. So we anchored out and we used Liberty boats to go back and forth. And they were 70 foot long and they had diesel engines in them. And if the starter went bad or it had an electrical problem, no matter what the condition of the water was, I had to go down and fix the boat.
Yeah. I guess they're getting ready to open up pretty soon here, so we don't have much time to do this interview, but I understand you had quite a few family members who were served in the service.
Yes.
You want to talk a little bit about that?
My wife, her father was in World War II. He started the cavalry over in Italy. And he was one of the first people to see Mussolini hanging from the rope. And my ex-father-in-law was in World War II in Korea. He was a Congressional Medal of Honor winner, and he had full honors when he passed away in the Arlington Cemetery.
What was his name?
Hallie Thomas.
Okay.
And he wouldn't talk much about the war, but him and I always had a good relationship.
You know, I'm glad to hear that the history of your family, and thank you for your service too. We are in Brownwood, which is part of the Villages. There's a charity event going on with the Neil Diamond impersonator, but you're also part of this. What's going on with you?
I asked the Villages for Veterans about a mobility chair so I could go out in my yard and work on my gardens and my flowers, and I have lots of trees and stuff I take care of. And they granted me permission or granted the okay for me to have one. And the chair I'm getting is, it has 2 motors, 2 drive wheels, and it has 4 outriggers. So as you move and you incline or decline, the outriggers keep you stable so you don't lose your balance or fall off.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's great. That's an all-terrain type chair.
Yes, it is all-terrain.
And thanks to Villages for Veterans.
Yes.
And we're going to be the presentation tonight, and I'm excited for it. I know you're excited about it.
Very much so.
And I know you'd like to thank Marie. And
Oh, yes, I want to thank everybody that participated in helping me get my chair. It's a one of a kind thing that I feel very privileged to be able to have. I always enjoyed the outdoors, and with the new chair, I'll be able to go outside and do what I used to do.
Well, I'm happy for you. And right now, Chris, I want to thank you for doing this interview with me, and thank you for your service.
You're certainly welcome.
And you know, I do a show, and I don't know if you saw it, but when I end the show, I do a send-off.
Oh.
And it goes like this. To all our veterans out there, our active military and their families, we salute you for all you do. Till next time.
And when I hurt runs down my shoulders. How can I hurt when I'm here in the Villages?